Hello, 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 people. Do you listening? Can you hear me? Hello, 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 people. Do you listening? Can you actually hear me? I think you can. Let me just reload this again. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why it sounds too like so. I don't know why, but it sounds very. I think you can. Let me just reload this. Let me just but the like it doesn't change, but can you hear me? It's weird. It's really weird. I think it has to be something with the ventilator, maybe. Why? But it sounds very, and it is really like it's bad. Um, quality sound, and the screen also is not that good. Anyways, I will just go ahead and start today. So today, guys, I still not leave. So I will actually leave tomorrow. And today I've got no camera, fortunately, because I already uh put the camera inside a case, and I'm very tired to just set up everything again. So I'm just going to directly head and study our German. And I think this live stream will be very short. I don't know, but we just after you can today, I've decided that I will just make the 100 basic words and the and the and the let's say the article or the pronoun, whether it is masculine, feminine, neutral. So let's see how it turns out. I'm gonna try making a list where I can see all of these adjective, all of these objects, and the proper pronoun, let's say, yeah, and see if they are a he or she or
sich,
it's
er hat die
basically.
Nachricht an die falsche E-Mail-Adresse.
So as you will not be able to see what I'll do, I will put some music. There you go, and then I'm gonna be searching for these words, and I'm gonna be notating. Let me see how it's there. I don't know what's going on with my keyboard today. It's kind of weird how it's behaving. Write down, yeah. I'm gonna write down, notate. Write down, I think is like to write down is it's easier to say, I believe. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna search for the 100 words with the gender in German vocabulary list. This is from Cambridge. A short course in German spoken language, short course in German written language. I don't know what's the difference here. Home and local area, health, sport, leisure, entertainment, travel and the wide world, education and work. This vocabulary list will be available guide for teachers when planning teaching and learning programs and preparing candidates for the assessment. Please note that this list should not be seen as a self-study aid, as only brief meanings have been given, and candidates may need help for the teacher to interpret some items correctly. Oh shit, so I can use this? I can't? Oh yeah, yes, this makes sense why I can't. So this is not what I was looking for. So it would be nouns instead of words. Nouns. Nouns. Mein Freund Peter ist einen Apfel aus California. My friend Peter eats an apple from California. But the apple is from the California, or is Peter from California? We didn't know that. Die vier Phasen der Tor und Kübelholz sind einem. If I were to do a sentence, make a one with this word, that would be something like meine Mutter, das meine Mutter vorbereitet, no, meine Mutter bereitet das Essen vor. Oh, meine Mutter, because that would be, I think, vorbereitet, like that is not, yeah, that's, I think it's accusative. Meine Mutter bereitet ein Essen, so that's right. But this is something where I wanted to say. I here is masculine, but it's not masculine, it's neutral, so that's why ein, it is ein. So that's why we use ein, and I think this is an accusative, so it hasn't changed whether it be in what is it be in let me see. Whoa, what's happening here? Okay, this is weird. For some reason, something is kinda wrong today. What is happening? Why is my tab changing from? Okay, that's weird. I know that's why. Das Essen, so that's why it changed to I. Accusative, in nominative is equally the same, but in I think in dative, this would be Uh, in dative, it'll be the einem. Okay, so the same with masculine. Okay, okay, got it. So I will be einen essen instead of ein essen. So it changed a lot. Yeah. Uh, so we continue our journey. I think. Let me see what this book's about. Super. Okay. This is the type of article, bestimmter and bestimmter Artikel, multiplicity madness. So if we talk about singular, just like in English, plurals indicate more than one of a particular noun. However, the plurals form in German are a tad bit more complex than in English. In English, we mostly add the s at the end of a noun to multiply it. In German, there are various ways of doing this. Also, keep in mind that the definitive article for plural is always die in German. So, although it may look like the definite article for feminine singular, it's actually the definite plural for all genders. So the good news is there is no indefinite article for plural in German, just like in English. So no need to worry about that. No need to worry about that. Kinder spielen im Garten. Kinder spielen im Garten. So yeah, they don't use a definite article. Or definite, ja, der bestimmte Artikel. I think it's referring to this. So let me see. Some kids playing in the garden. What the fuck? Bueno. Kids playing in the garden. Let's have a look at some example of German plural endings. So we have E, ER, EN, and yeah, I read this in my dictionary. It was talking about some different plural endings. In addition to these plural endings, note that those the sound nouns and an umlaut in the plural form. Also, there are plural forms that don't get any ending at all, such as das Mädchen and die Mädchen. So the plural endings, I think those we'll learn as time goes by. I think that in order to learn this correctly, one of the strategies we should use is writing down the article, writing down the noun, right? The noun with its article, with its whether it is no with its gender. Yeah, write down the nouns with its gender, whether it is in each three of the cases that exist, and write down with it the same noun, but in this case in the plural form we know that the definite article will not change as it is always the, right? In the nominative case, which is the one that we're gonna use for writing down this. But where we want to focus on writing the plurals is the endings of them. So by writing the plural down, we'll know how the endings of that noun is. What is? As if it wasn't confusing enough, the German nouns agenda to count in different cases. What does that even mean? So yeah, that's the word of cases. I know. Yeah, I know. So yeah, der Hunde, den Hund, dem Hund, den Hund, dem Hund. These two will confuse me when practicing listening, since they they are really similar sounded. As you can see, the noun Hund remains mostly the same, except in the genitive where it gets an S ending. So let's look at another noun feminine. Difro, difro, deafro, deafro. Yeah. Also no ending change here, but know how for dative in genitive the article becomes there. Now nota. How do you say this? Nota. Pronunciation.
neuter,
Neuter.
neuter,
Neuter.
neuter,
Neuter. All right. So we're going to just look at the neuter now. Neuter. Neuter. We have das Haus, das Haus. I think then we have dich. No, the same. If dative, we have and we have den Haus, and with genitive we have des houses. Now here, if genitive, it changes for what I'm looking. So you can see exactly in the entity genitive case where it gets an es ended. No ending change here. The fro, I don't know why it doesn't change in the feminine. That's quite weird, to be honest. Let's see another one, the nota, the nother, the neuter, sorry, the neuter now. Das Haus, den Haus, des Hauses. Dative and genitive is the same like we've seen with the masculine above. Note that the ending es is in genitive as well. So we have der Mann, den Mann, dem Mann, des Mannes. Die Frau, der Frau, der Frau. Das Haus, den Haus, des Hauses. Ein Mann, einen Mann, einem Mann, einer eines Mannes. So first is the es ending, yeah. Eines Mannes. Then we have eine Frau, and then we have eine Frau and eine Frau. We have ein Haus, then einem Haus, and then we have eines houses. Now, how despite the ending of the indefinite article being slightly different, the general pattern is the same as with the definite articles above. Last but not least, plural forms are also affected by cases. But fear not, the changes are relatively minor, since plural is gender neutral in German. It's gender neutral in German, yeah. So D, it changed, like it stayed the same. Die Männer, die Frauen, die Hauser, die Männer, then we have with accusative, it shouldn't change that much. Die Männer. So yeah, accusative GT, it only changes with EN and ER. EN and ER. Then Männer, like now this is different, and then der Männer, like ES, ER, ES, ER, der Männer. Then Männer, then Männern, then Hausen, Mittenhausen, Mittenhausen. How you pronounce this? Municipio? Damn.
Welcome to this pronunciation video. Today we will be focused, which means might find challenging or intriguing. So let's dive into today's word. Häusern, which means
Hausern is the plural form of house, meaning houses or buildings.
let's say it all together. Häusern.
Häusern. Yeah. Den Häusern, den Männern, den Frauen. So here instead, the dative is the one changing. See how the nouns stay mostly the same except for feminine and neuter dative, but they get a little N ending. Pun intended. This is slowly falling out of fashion, so I recommend to focus on accusative and dative first. In other words, don't let the idea of cases scare you. With practice, you'll soon be navigating German cases as smoothly as Jake's coaster diving through the tipsies. Mistips and common mistakes. Okay, it's a good introduction, this paper, but like I actually want to know all the nouns, you know? So let's search for actually a wand, like gender, noun, basic. So it would be like something like basic nouns with their gender in German. German with Flora. Okay, I know all of this. I just need examples. as strings too. So here we have some basic ones. I mean, kind of efficiency, but I want the whole table. Reference. So now this is the one being good. Now this is what I'm looking for, yeah. Oh, you can have comments on this? Damn. How many? Wow, this is a lot. Lung. Panic. Lack. El Mangel. El Mangel. Lack, shortage, or deficiency. Damn. Aus Mangel Beseitigung. Expected Mangel. Etwas. Mangel, el Mangel. Una palabra en alemán. Increíble. Das Uberberget. So sometimes you have then the plural, sometimes not. Why is that? Honor. Disane. So for example, disane. Oh, let me just search for another one. The science. Silks, alleys, dinings, childhoods, notes, presses, properties. Yeah, this is obviously, so we have the properties means the eigentum, but for some reason it doesn't have let's say how can I say, a plural. I don't know why. What is that? Das Eigentum. So does he have like any kind of plural, something like that? Das Eigentums. Das Eigentums, den Eigentum, das Eigentum. Die Eigentume. Der Eigentume. Den Eigentumen. So when it's singular, what changes is genitive, and when it's plural, what changes is dative. So I have a question. So when you have a noun, and you know it depends on the four cases in German, but let's say that when it's always singular, that noun, when it's singular, that noun will stay the same except from the genitive case, right? Which I believe it adds a es or a s. I don't know if it's always like that, but the noun only changes when talking about in genitive case. But what happens when it's in plural? I've seen that when it's plural, the noun does not change except from the dative case. Is that correct? Is that something always happened in the German language, or there are some exceptions for what I've told you? So only in the genitive, my answer yes. Sure, this man is this computers. It's been change if no. Partial neuter, yeah, I've seen this. So with plural nouns, extra n if n or is taking then autos then autos, so no change. So you're right, in the plural now from itself function is in the dative case. Exceptions, weak nouns, some masculine nouns at NEN in all cases except from nominative singular. Der Junge, den Jungen, des Jungen, dem Jungen. Alright, so there are, in fact, there are some exceptions. Damn. Irregular plurals, some nouns have strange change in the plural. Der Mann, die Männer, but once the plural form exists, it follows the formal case endings. Genitive proper names often just and apostrophe instead of ses. Code this. Genitive proper names Max. Code this back. And if possible, all right. So in plural dative, I guess it will be something like die Junge, and it will be like die Jungen. All right. Quite curious. Not gonna lie, quite curious. So I have to say in mind that in singular, just in let's say in genitive, it adds s, except from the feminine case. So the let's say das Fenster, that would add a das Fensters, right? Fenster. 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 How you say window? That's window. No. Window in German. Fenster. That's why I was writing what the fuck Fenster. So I think this would be like das Fenster, then Fenster, and then des Fensters, right? Des Fensters, yeah. In plural, that would be die Fenster. Yeah, it's like saying die Fenster, den Fenster. With genitive is des Fenster. Now, with genitive, I believe it is des Fenster. Yeah, or not? No, it's. Wait, how is it? Die Fenster, then genitive, der Fenster. Yeah, there's der Fenster, and then with dative, that would be den. That's why the plus n here. Oh. All right. So that would be something like. Oh, now I see. So you would say then fenced town, then fenced town. Oh yeah. Now I see it. I wanna just like add sometimes here like an accusative, just in case I would. Oh, no, my bad. In genitive, I would just add like a es optional, like really optional one, just in case. I will add it just in sachlich and männlich. For some reason, beilich doesn't change, and I think that there we are ready. I don't know if it stayed the same. I guess it is the same for here. Yeah, I believe it's the same, but we will discover that sooner or later. So, sehr dunkel. Thank you guys. All right. So this is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. This is like super amazing. But you have some basic like words. I wish this was like really some kind of way to organize these. That you have, for example, like let's say, let's say math. Like math is a really important word, but you have like this in the 1959 position, 1959 position, which is usually uncountable. And that's weird. Like the dinosaur industry, the industry, the industry. Or cooking, that's kochen. No, but like, I just code of everyone CNN. Um, I mean, it's quite good, but I want a way to, let's say, to order these in some kind of way to order, because this is like not. I want the basics first, let's say. Yeah, that's when I try to say that I want the basics, but I think there is no chance of doing so. So I'd rather just find another one. Let's find another one. Let's try to Duolingo. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's say if we find something useful. I don't want any. Seriously, I don't want any. So this is the 2000 most common. It's called by the feminine. No, this does not say something about commonness. About common. I like the font of Duolingo. I mean, it really represents the idea that learning is fun. So that's why I like it. But it's not that professional, but not that like child, let's say. It's good, I like it. Let me see another. Oh, you have one with audio? Damn. Frequency list by Neri, made in 2015 in a blogspot, in a blogger. I thought this would be more outdated page, but it's kind of good. We were able to load the preview. This is the base book below, which I highly recommend. The book below, okay. So this is, I guess, the verb, the noun in singular and the noun in plural. Okay. I have the book. So I don't know, maybe that is I would rather use the PDF. It's more well constructed. With this one,
Die Frau.
pet sports, Yuri, Pusakov, mm, and this one, what is this about? Oh, you have these and with an example. Damn, that's quite good. So you have, let me see something like die Band wir heute Abend im Park auftreten. Auftreten is play, but musical instruments. Auftreten. So you have die Band, okay, but you don't have like the. I think you only have. Yeah, I noticed that you have the Weekend to work. What the hell? Mir geht es besser. Wie Tabletten wirken. Mir geht es besser. So you have words and verbs like mixed together, but I mean it's good, but der Tisch war der Punkt. Is interested. I will download it. I think it's worth it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what PDF. I guess. Yeah, let's go for the PDF. Gemma words in context. Okay. And then you have mit. Morgen möchte ich gerne mit meinen Eltern. So this is plural. This is pluraldative. Yeah. Mit meinen. Just it wouldn't change. Like it would stay meine, right? Like meine. And you have meinen. So with the en ending, that would definitely be dative. Mit meinen Eltern an den See fahren. Wir kommen aus einem kleinen Dorf. I've seen before that you can also translate village with Kleinstadt. I don't know if I'm wrong, but like I've seen that. So this is interesting, but not what I'm looking for. I guess I'm just gonna use the 2000 like now here that we have, and then just go for it, you know. And we've been looking for one like for 45 minutes almost, but it's been worth it. It's been very worth it. So let's try looking for like annotating one of the basics one. So let me just turn on the light. Hopefully the sound of the ventilator does not the sound of the ventilator does not sometimes I forget. Annoy you, bother you. I would say bother you or disturb you. Yeah, disturb you I think is the best word we can use now. So Let me try just using one Sharpie and see if I write down on one of these sticky papers, sticky notes, if I want, like, you know that they are next to one, like you have a bunch of sticky notes like stick to each other. So if I were to write in over one of these down, I think the ink would would go through and leave a mark on the other one. So for example, tish. So we have that dish and that be the t-shirt. These sticky notes are not that sticky, unfortunately. Anyways, I just try to do something useful in my life. I guess I will just put it under the it's whatever it's called, the mouse pad. Yeah, under the mouse pad. The t-shirt. And I'm gonna be using one for the speakers. Let's try if we find a speaker. Yeah, the loudsprecher. Der der Lauts Lautsprecher. Die Lautsprecher. Yeah, I knew that would be like the same. Der Lautsprecher, die Lautsprecher. I'm gonna use just the under it. Now write the whole word, okay? Just to save time, I guess. Der Lautsprecher. Die Lautsprecher. Okay, so the sticky notes are not being useful, to be honest, so I have to buy new ones, I guess. And yeah, I will buy new ones. And these one are not good enough. Sticky notes. Yeah, I will leave that for and afterwards work. I just see one video and finish this class, alright? I'm gonna see one that maybe is interest to me.
Hallo und
Let's see.
What is-
Yeah, let's see this one.
Bienvenidos a nuestro canal para
Without any
aprender
Spanish,
alemán.
but
En
I
este
understand
episodio
some,
nos vamos
so
a centrar en los
fuck you,
Frage
guys.
Artikel
Sorry about that.
y vamos a ver cómo se utilizan y qué hay que tener en cuenta cuando los usamos. Así que empecemos. ¿Qué son los Frage Artikel en alemán? Son palabras que se usan para preguntar por algo o alguien, o bien para seleccionar algo entre varias posibilidades. En español serían qué, cuál y cuáles. ¿Y en alemán? En alemán, como casi todo, depende de varias cosas, pero la raíz va a ser siempre welch. Y las terminaciones cambian de acuerdo al caso, nominativo, acusativo, dativo, genitivo. Nosotros vamos a ver en este video las primeras 3. Y de acuerdo al género y cantidad, es decir, si es masculino, femenino, neutro o singular o plural. En nominativo son welcher, welche, welches, welche. La respuesta
So I guess as all the others examples we have before, Belha will be something like Belgen, and then Belge, Belges, Belge. I've seen this before. This order I've seen where. Oh yeah, this with this kind of dieses. Dices. So Belgia, Belge, Belges, Belge.
a cada una de estas preguntas es un artículo demostrativo o un pronombre
Belges.
demostrativo que tiene que estar en el mismo caso que la pregunta. Der, die, das, die o dieser, diese, dieses, diese. Vemos inmediatamente que el género está escondido ya en la pregunta. Si prestamos atención, todas las terminaciones coinciden con el artículo determinado. Y esto nos sirve para saber qué género tiene el sustantivo al que nos estamos refiriendo. Por ejemplo, welcher Hund ist schwarz? Dieser. Si respondiera con un artículo demostrativo, la respuesta sería dieser Hund. ¿Ven la diferencia? Si quieren entender más sobre los pronombres demostrativos, el link está en la descripción. Volvamos a nuestra pregunta. ¿Por qué está en nominativo? Porque Hund es el sujeto y estamos preguntando sobre él. Y es welcher con ER porque Hund es masculino. En acusativo cambia la terminación en masculino. Queda welchen. El resto sigue igual con welche, welches, welche. La respuesta también tiene que respetar el mismo caso que la pregunta. Den, die, das, die o diesen, diese, dieses y diese. Un ejemplo de pregunta en acusativo sería: ¿Welchen Grill kaufst du? ¿Qué parrilla compras? ¿Por qué esta pregunta está en acusativo? Porque du es el sujeto y grill
So I think Kalt here is wrong, right? Because in this Kalt, Kaufst. Yeah, I knew it. It is wrong. This is spelled wrong. This is wrong. This is not like this.
es el objeto directo. ¿Qué compras tú? Una parrilla. Parrilla es el objeto sobre el que recae la acción del verbo. ¿Cuál es la respuesta? Diesen kaufe ich. Sigamos con los Frageartikel en dativo. ¿Qué tenemos que tener en cuenta acá? Que el Frageartikel generalmente va a necesitar una preposición en dativo. En este caso, vamos a usar la preposición mit, con. Mit welchem, mit welcher, mit welchem. Mit welchen. Y que de nuevo las terminaciones cambian. Lo mismo con la respuesta. Dem, der, dem, den o diesem, dieser, diesem y diesen o denen. La diferencia entre dicen y denen la encuentran en el video de los pronombres demostrativos que vamos a dejar al final. Ejemplo en dativo. Mit welchem Bus fährst du? La respuesta también va a estar en dativo y tenemos que agregar también la preposición de la pregunta. Mit diesen sería la respuesta. Un mini recordatorio de algunas preposiciones que necesitan dativo. Aus, bei, mit, nach, seit, von, zu, gegenüber, entre otras. Pero vamos a dejar un link en la descripción para que veas información más extensa sobre el dativo en alemán. Esta sería la explicación del Frageartikel. Si tienen dudas o feedback, escriban.
Okay, that was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Let
En
me
este
see
vídeo
another
vamos
one.
a conocer las 3 vocales en alemán que llevan Umlaut. Umlaut significa diéresis. Vamos a ver cómo se pronuncia y sobre todo qué tienes que hacer para que te salgan bien. 5 vocales, la A, la E, la I, la O, se llama Umlaut, diéresis. Si hay muchas palabras, sino que canta mucho si no lo pronunciamos bien. La E es un sonido entre la E y la A. Y es una A muy, muy abierta. La E aparece muchas veces en los plurales cuando la forma singular tiene una O. Lo mismo aplica.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like these umlauts letter, I can't get the gauge of the pronunciation, and then like it's impossible with me. Like for real, sometimes I just can't comprehend. Like it's too difficult to me to see the difference. Alright, guys, we've achieved our daily goal. We're now studying German. Unfortunately, we haven't completed writing down all of the nouns in the sticky notes, since the sticky notes are not good enough. But well, that will be another day maybe. So tomorrow hopefully I'm live and I can have another live stream. And thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you have a good day tomorrow and you had a good day today. And please be safety. Keep learning. As I always say, keep drinking water. Warum trinkst du nicht genug oder ausreichend Wasser? Trink auch reichend Wasser und schlaft sehr gut. So yeah, algo así. I don't know. Let's leave this video. So this is actually the last video in my room, and tomorrow hopefully I can do one. I don't know if my laptop, but that will be another occasion. And I don't know if I'll even talk. But let's forget about it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have a good day. Sorry for not showing me camera today, but that's how it goes. Just take care. God bless you all, and thank you for watching. How do you say? Einfach Vergnügen und bis später, Leute. Bis später.